So I got champion Dr. Kevin Rouse with us today. So what kind of doctor are you and where do you practice?
I'm a general pediatrician. I practice in Jonesboro, Arkansas. I've been in private practice here in the clinic I'm in for about 19 and a half years.
Wow. Okay. Now, and when we first met, we met. You were looking to get yourself healthier, and you're doing that. You're getting amazing results. I think last time we checked, you down over 19 pounds and have no more joint. And you're out there kicking your young son's butt, running around and all that. And you actually didn't even know we had a kids line when we first talked, and when we found out we had one, you got kind of excited about that and you check the products out and you've now, but sorry, my dog's going crazy in the background. You've actually been sharing them with some of your patients, and let's call it kid number one, if we will, Dr. Rouse, to protect his name, and of course. So tell us a little bit about what's going on with kid number one. What's his diagnosis? Where was he when you were talking to him, and you put him on what products, and what's going on?
Yeah, thanks, Coach. Regarding kids number one and what products he's on and how he's doing with it, he is a 5-year-old little boy who's a twin, and he was a late preterm. I forget exactly. He was a little bit preterm, and so in preschool he had significant problems with hyperactivity and just not sitting still and being basically a wild child. He's very young for me to just diagnose and treat myself. And so he's one that I sent to psychology for testing, and they did feel like he met the criteria for ADHD. And so he'll be starting kindergarten this fall. And mom was very nervous about him starting kindergarten because of his extreme hyperactivity. So actually, before I knew about these products, I saw him actually just a couple of weeks before, and after talking through things, we decided to go ahead and do a conservative trial of some stimulant medication this summer before he started kindergarten this fall. So I started him on a low dose of methylphenidate, and I always see kids back within 30 days of starting on meds. And when he came back for follow-up, in that interim, I had learned about these products and had actually started them myself and had discovered there was a kids line and done research on it. And we were just following up to see how he was doing, and he was doing okay. He was having some side effects of stimulants, some emotional side effects. It was taking a little while to kick in, and then when he would have about an hour of good effects from the medicine, and then about an hour and a half of him coming off the medicine. So he was on a short acting, which he would take twice a day. So she would go through that cycle twice a day. So I introduced the concept of the product to her, and she was excited. She was willing to try anything other than medication, since he was having some side effects. So she went ahead and ordered a kids pack and started that. And within about a week of getting product, I checked on him, and he was doing much better. She'd actually stopped giving him the second dose of the methylphenidate at noon, and was much more calm and able to, when she would ask him to do something that required more than one step, he was able to do that. And he would answer questions when she would ask him questions. So he's currently still taking methylphenidate, 1 dose in the morning, and we are going to hopefully see how he does, and maybe try him off medicine, give him a couple of weeks of no medicine before kindergarten starts with using just the product.
Wow, that's awesome, but no hope or it's going to cost you burpees, Dr. Rouse.
Oh.
I'm teasing you. No, that is awesome, man. That's what we're passionate about. So let's talk about champion number two, your second kid that you were talking about. And I think you were saying this one was a little bit of a wild child, a little crazy over there and stuff. What's going on with that champion?
Okay, my kid number two, I like to call her, is a family. I've been seeing this little girl since she was a newborn, and she was a preterm baby. She was, I think, about 33 weeks gestation, so she was a late preterm as well. She is a precious little girl, but she is a quote wild child, according to mom, and I see that as well. She also deals with some anxiety and stress, and of course, COVID and all of that stuff has added a lot more stress on our kids as well, being quarantined at home and school ending early. But this little girl is in mental health services. She gets school-based mental health counseling. She's been on stimulant meds for ADHD off and on for a couple of years. She is about to turn 8. So she has been on meds for a few years. They were started initially by psychiatry, not by me. And now I manage her. And so we have had her on an extended release. She's on a short-acting methylphenidate product as well, and which was working pretty good for her, but still dealing with a lot of anxiety and still pretty, quote, wild. So I introduced the concept of the products to mom as well, and she was all excited about maybe trying something instead of increasing medicine to control her hyperactivity. So she ordered a kids pack. She has actually been on the pack for just under 2 weeks. And actually, I just got some feedback with her today, and she is much more calm, according to mom. She's still doing her stimulant med, taking twice a day. And we're anticipating her starting the school year on the product. And mom's very pleased with her progress.
Yay, awesome. 3 is my favorite number. Now, I know this is a big issue just with normal kids alone, trying to get them to put on healthy weight and stuff like that. And tell us all about champion number 3, what's going on, the diagnosis, and you just heard from this mom as well as we were just sitting here together.
Absolutely. I just heard from this mom who's a kid or champion number 3, and I'm really excited. I mean, I'm excited about all my kids I've got the products on, but I'm really excited about this one because this is a patient that we started product first and didn't start any medication. So this is a little boy who is about to turn 7, and he meets the criteria for combined type ADHD through Vanderbilt testing and things. So when I visited with the family, they didn't have a very good school year this last year, so they knew they were going to have to do something to get ready for this upcoming school year. Her and dad both were reluctant to start any medications. And so I said, well, let's talk about another option. And so they were very curious and anxious to try. So we started him on a kids pack. He has been on the pack now for not quite a month, but I would say about 3 weeks. And he is doing great. He is much more calm. He was dealing with some kind of anxiety and stress too, and doing great there. The biggest thing mom is excited about is that he's eating. She said he's always been a horrible eater, and she said, do these products make him want to eat? And she said that he's actually at 50 pounds now, which is a major milestone for him. So hopefully school starts here in a few weeks, and hopefully he'll do great when he gets into the school year with no medication.
Wow, that is awesome. That's exciting, and we're so grateful to have you. Let me turn my fan down. I like to say it's hot here in California, but you probably laugh at me in Arkansas. So, but no, that's awesome, and I'm so grateful to be on this journey with you because this is really what we're passionate about. Just obviously, I love you. I'm not against doctors. I have my own medication for my own thing as well, but my results are much better on these products as well, and it's really about we're here to say, hey, there's a holistic natural solution out there, just like you did with your last champion. Let's check this out first. What if we could get the results that we want, and rather than have to put them on medication or even not such a high dose? So this is awesome. I am excited for you and grateful to be on this journey with you. And thanks for sharing these testimonials with us, Dr. Rouse.
Absolutely. My pleasure.